In the 60s, we had a revolution in the United States. Then the war in Vietnam was claiming the lives of thousands on both sides, and students were protesting not only the war and its unjust purpose, but also the draft, as their lives were now on the line, having to die or be maimed for someone else's war on profits, all being seen from the comfort of your living room. We are now going through a worse phase in the evolution of the United States, in what appears to be an attempt for total control of all human activity. Luckily, people have started to oppose the forces behind it in the open. It began with the Tea Party and was followed by the Occupy movement. People are opening their eyes and have concluded that, if nothing else, corruption in government is everywhere. It's just a matter of whether we find out about it when someone gets caught. There is no such thing as a bad federal government or bad corporations. They are one and the same, the former enforcing the policies of the latter. This movie is dedicated to the Occupy movement, the occupiers, for having started this opportunity for true justice and freedom, for subjecting themselves to violence when they occupied the streets.
The whole world's watching! The whole world's watching! The whole world's watching!
The sun came out and the day began, and we weren't really sure if we would find some peace inside to drive us through the day. We want to live, to see our children really be free, having their dreams. But we'll have to fight with all we can give.
Break the chains and occupy! 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 Break the chains and occupy!
Our strings were pulled, the puppeteers won't let us be. They force us to live in a cage of doubt and fear. We have to break the chains, ignore the crumbs they left for us to sweep. Don't confuse liberty with the toys you have to play, while they are getting stronger every day.
Break the chains and occupy! Break the chains and occupy! Break the chains and occupy!
The menace to all is the ignorance we have of everything. If we don't fight today, tomorrow will be, it will be too late.
Break the chains and occupy! 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 Break the chains and occupy!
The problems we are facing today are not just financial, banks collapsing and being bailed out, congressionally unauthorized wars, indefinite illegal detentions and rendering without trial, increasing gasoline and food prices. It goes way beyond that, and it didn't happen by accident. It was planned this way. Everything in the political arena happens for a purpose, said Franklin D. Roosevelt. So we need to listen to the politicians and those behind them to understand why things are the way they are.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders. When we are successful, and we will be. When we are successful, and we will be. When we are successful, and we will be, and we will be, and we will be.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one-world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers. I met Rockefeller through a female attorney I knew who called me up one day and said, one of the Rockefellers would like to meet you. I had made a video called Mad as Hell, and he'd seen the video and wanted to meet me and knew I was running for governor of Nevada. Who told me 11 months before 9/11 ever happened that there was going to be an event. Never told me what the event was going to be, but there was going to be an event, and out of that event, we were going to invade Afghanistan to run pipelines from the Caspian Sea. We were going to invade Iraq, you know, to take over the oil fields, establish a base in the Middle East, and make it all part of the New World Order. And we'd go after Chavez in Venezuela. And I remember he was telling me how how you're going to see soldiers looking in caves for people in Afghanistan and Pakistan and all these places, and there's going to be this war on terror.